Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. And right now for the Kings, they'd like to start this road trip off on a positive note. This has been a tough stretch of games for them, fellas, losing their last 4.
Fellas, I really think it's a difficult job they've got ahead of them. I mean, anytime a team gets into a funk like the one they're in, getting out of it is really hard. They've seemed a little bit scattered to me lately. I'd like to see them form a better game plan and then stick with it, stick to the script.
But it's so hard to do, Clark, as you know, when you start heading south at mid-season, the momentum just can grab you and take you underneath the ground. I mean, that's what's happened with this club. They are losing their confidence, their poise. I don't know that they're going to be able to get it turned around.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Mr. Perfect out there with Ben McLemore. And it's Gay in it for threesome.
Well, Tim Duncan, when asked about his retirement plans right after the 2013 finals, refused to dignify the question with the response. But last season's Spurs run answered loudly enough.
Green with the rebound. On defense, Sacramento moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And you know, Kevin, despite the outcome, I think they got to be feeling pretty good coming into this season. There are a lot of positives they can take away from that performance.
Yeah, you can't dwell on the final score in that case. You have to think about the things you did well and build on those.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
Thanks, Doris. The Spurs shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club, right around 78% as a team.
Here's Kane. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. They need this. Here's Cousins. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Oh, here's Parker. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
Splitter. No good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Kane, averaging 19 points per contest. And that one's good.
Well, every once in a while, they'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Outside, Green. Duncan with the screen for Parker. 6 to shoot. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. He's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Here's Kane. Gay in the corner. Takes a 3. Here's Landry. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Here's San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, who really led the charge. Guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And Parker, the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or just to spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that tear down.
Oh, here's Parker after the miss from Kane. Parker kicks to Duncan. based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness. How will it age?
Well, you know, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. Speed will go. The fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Here's Kane following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Cousins, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had to touch more.
Parker with it. He's got 5. Duncan dishes to Green. And it's San Antonio with another.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. It's exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Kane. Andrea screen on Parker. Kane, the best to Landry. He got right to the cup using that screen. Landry's got his first bucket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
It's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Now here's Duncan. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Green kicks to Duncan. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. High post. Parker's shot is off.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Where the defenders have to make sure they tag.
It's stolen by Duncan. Stolen. Here's Kane, covered by Parker. Cousins with a screen on Parker.
Even as the Spurs continue to grow older, it's really hard to write them off. It's incredible how long this team has been ruling the roost in the West and contending for championship.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs leading by 5. They set the pick. Landry against Duncan. Parker dishes to Splitter. And Cousins with the block. Kane the best to Cousins. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Can't hit from in close.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Parker outside. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Green. 8 points for Parker.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And now look at Ben McLemore. Some stats on him. How the last month of basketball was for him. First in three-point range. And he's been such a good offensive player. His patience, his efficiency. He's ranked in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
Well, Steve, I mean, I've got to say one more thing about his league best three-point percentage. It kind of reminds me of you, partner. Not rushing shots, doing the same thing every time, and not settling for bad ones. Only taking good shots and then making the most of it.
Here's Parker. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Parker kicks to Green. Duncan with the screen for Green. Off the screen. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Parker, and that one's good. Parker's got 10 points in the game.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Gay dishes to McLemore. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. Bellinelli comes in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And then for Sacramento, Thompson, he's checked in for Cousins. Evans comes in for Carl Landry. And Sessions subbed in for McLemore.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together, and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France definitely in that upper echelon.
And since the new ownership group took over, the Kings have been one of the most proactive teams in the league, looking for trades and trying to reshape the roster.
Well, they're looking to make moves to climb out of the cellar in the Western Conference. Highly motivated, really looking to shake things up. They traded for upside, acquiring Derek Williams and Rudy Gay.
Bellinelli passes it to Mills. There's the pick. Dishes to Bellinelli. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Here is Bonner. Now Bellinelli. He feeds it to Mills. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the pick. And he nails the jumper. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And for the Kings, interesting that they traded away Tyreek Evans, but then traded for Rudy Gay. They're 3 years older and with a much larger salary. But of course, he's a better perimeter shooter. So I think the thinking was he's a better fit for the team.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
There's the pick. Here's Splitter, cashes in for a double-digit lead.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. As you look at Mr. Perfect, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
Foul line a few weeks back, and he's stayed that way ever since.
Well, he's got as smooth a stroke as just about any of the first-year guys. And I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's Kane. He's got 6. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. From outside, off the mark.
And for the Kings, you know, they've got some big money veteran pieces. A lot of guys that can put the ball in the basket, but defensively is where they've struggled. Unless Coach Malone can get them to defend at a higher level, they're going to continue to struggle. I think that's guaranteed. Offense isn't enough to win consistently.
The Spurs need to get a shot off here. A 3 for Mills, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. So here's Sacramento, trailing by 10. And Sessions kicks to Stauskas. Pass to Kane. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sessions has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Bellinelli. He dishes it to Anderson. Mills, and easy 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 9.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Pass to Kane. Now here's Sessions. He's guarded closer. 6 to shoot.
Ron Sessions, a 6'3" combo guard. He's actually pretty good guarding shooting guards. Good strength, especially in his legs, which allows him to stay in front of offensive players.
And Sessions, for his size at the guard position, has been a good rebounder over his career. I think in a lot of ways, he plays a little bigger than he is.
And Sessions may be better guarding 2, Steve,
decent shot, spotting up from the outside, but at the end of the day, he's best creating off the dribble.
Here's Mills. His last outing, he had 8 points. Splitter dishes to Mills. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Thompson with the rebound. The Kings trailed by 7. Here's Kane. And he gets it to go. Kane's got 8.
Just 2 for 8. 25% shooting here early on. We'll see if that gets him going at all.
Mills with it. Averaging 9 points per contest. Kicks to Bellinelli. He set the pick. Reverse. And he lays it up and in.
You know, they've really built the lead on their inside game and their ability to convert second chance opportunities, Kevin.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Sessions gets a screen from Kane. Evans passes to Thompson. Here's Kane. He's covered by Anderson. The screen from Thompson. And there it is again from him. Shot good from Kane. Kane's got 10 points in the game. Here's Mills. Shot misses. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs up 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Look now for San Antonio. Splitter's checked in for Duncan. Corey Joseph comes in for Matt Bonner. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. On the court right now for the Kings. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Sessions out there with Mr. Perfect. And it's Gay in at the small forward position. San Antonio leading. Here's Bellinelli. Kane grabs the board. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is a critical juncture in this ballgame, Kevin.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Under coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever, and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Hey, Doris. Left side, Leonard. They set the pick. Out to the wing. And Joseph kicks to Mills. Can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Kept alive.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Can't get it to go. Nice D from Cousins. Here's Stauskas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Joseph, that's good. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Now Mills. Passes it to Bellinelli. There's the dish to Mills. 14 feet away. That's short off the rim.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
He can fly, Danny. He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these 2 teams locked in such a close game.
Feeds it to Joseph. There's the pick. The pass to Mills. Rebound by the Kings. Kane's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he gets the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
head coach Greg Popovich, a big believer in what he calls corporate knowledge, the idea that continuity breeds success through players truly understanding the system at a deep level.
And Mills takes to Joseph. There's 1:26 left from the first half of basketball. Here's Mills, defended by Kane. Shots good by Mills.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Shooting by Cousins. Stauskas. Nobody near game. Another three for Sacramento.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Spurs trailed by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Mills has got 4 this quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now Joseph to the left side wing. Outside, Bellinelli. That's good. Bellinelli's got 7 points in the game.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Stauskas. Another 3 for Sacramento.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little improved to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Mills dishes to Leonard. Out to the right wing. And here's Mills. Floats one. Shot is off. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Kings lead by 2.
Well, Tim, and looking at that first.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the
Really an extraordinary game for Mr. Perfect. He has 14 points. He's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker, and it's the point. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
You know, the Spurs, because of their way of conducting business, low-key personality, have never really been ratings darlings for the NBA, despite being considered and respected as a model franchise for the league. The team's color of silver and black, I think, fits their style. Not really flashy, gaudy. Does point out their business-like approach, how precise they play, how much they win.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Green with a screen on that. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. Spurs passing it around. Splitter misses.
And you look at the Spurs' lack of branding, if you will. It starts from the top down, from Coach Popovich to Tim Duncan. They don't court media attention. They're close to the vest. All business, all about winning.
Inside the lane. Parker with the steal. Leonard on the wing. There's the 3. Another miss by Leonard.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Nobody near game. Rebound San Antonio. Splitter's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the Spurs look for a certain kind of player, Clark. I know you're interested in this. The players they get are uninterested in the spot. Pop calls them guys that have gotten over themselves.
That's a great way to phrase it, because they're others focused and not self-focused. And that's something that really lends itself well in a culture which glamorizes the eye and not the group. And you can see it in the Spurs. They are all about business, and all of the extra stuff is not what appeals to them. They're interested in winning and having fun and enjoying each other, and that's why they're a championship organization and team.
That's a good blueprint.
Yes, it is.
Screen by Cousins to the wing right side. Landry against Duncan. A jump hook. No good off the front iron. Spurs trailed by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Parker kicks to Splitter. Clock at 6. Oh, here's Parker, guarded by McLemore. And he gets it to go. And that's 15 points for Parker.
Unbelievable shot. He can't miss out there.
And he knows it. I mean, he's got major swagger going on out there now.
Pass to Kane. The drive by Cousins. And he gets it to go. Cousins has got 12 points in the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Evans in for Carl Landry. Doris?
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. The coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. The second thing he said to them was that they should be looking for opportunities to push the ball up the court and convert some quick, easy baskets in transition. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Passes it to Kane. From 18 feet away. And again, it's Sacramento converted. Spurs trailed by 7. Parker inside. He's guarded by Kane. It's Parker with the drop. Drops in the layup for 2. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And there's the feet to McLemore. The pass to Kane. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Parker. He's got 17. Duncan outside. On the wing, Green. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Now just a 2-point Kings lead. Tim Duncan, Clark, one of the premier post practitioners in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a handful. Long, crafty, skilled, can finish with either hand. I mean, he's got just about every shot that you need to be effective down there.
The Spurs have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Parker kicks to Green. Duncan with the screen for Green. Back to Parker. 4 on the clock. No good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game. But I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
And Leonard has it in the corner. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Kane, covered by Parker. To the middle. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. They forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
It seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially especially at the offensive end, guys.
Matt Bonner, he's checked in for the Spurs. Anderson comes in for Leonard. And a change for Sacramento. Sessions is checked in. Parker with it. Now guarded by Kane. Parker outside. Duncan on the left block. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Gage kicks to Sessions. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Green with the block. And he gets it back. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a change for Sacramento. Hollins is checked in. Parker outside. Bellinelli dishes to bottom. Parker outside. Parker right side. Misses off the right eye.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. And they've been winning that battle.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Spurs trailed by 7. Parker with 17 points in the game. Here's Duncan. Got it from 16 feet. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Dishes at to Sessions. They set the screen. Evans passes to Kane. No good from outside. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Parker kicks to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Duncan. And the basket good.
How did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mills is checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Stauskas is checked in for Reggie Evans. Pass to Stauskas. For 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Mills dishes to bottom. Here's Mills. He's got 6. Duncan outside. For San Antonio, they've shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. First one falls for. Corey Joseph's checked in for Duncan. And it's tied up with that one. Sacramento's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Kane the pass to Sessions. Here's Kane. Unloads from 13. And Bonner pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Now Mills. Anderson a screen on Sessions. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. And here's Mills. That's blocked. Now here's Sessions. 5 points in the game. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Sessions. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one missed.
At least they have the advantage. They don't get a stop here. This free throw could prove to be a killer. Top play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim.
The Kings trailing. Kicks it to Thompson. Off target with the jump hook.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an complimentary shot. He looked a little nervous on that release. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
In the corner at Sessions. Here's Kane, covered by Mills. 5 on the clock. Here's Stauskas. Here's Kane. Again, the miss by the King.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he's not helping their offense.
They set the pick, and Mills kicks to Bonner. Bellinelli dishes to Anderson. Bellinelli up top. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
I had a chance here to check out some stats on Lamont Sessions. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points per game, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, whether in periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
And so Sessions nails both of them.
Look at what Sessions has done so far. He has 8 points, and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
5 pretty big points for Clark.
Here's Mills, covered by Kane. Duncan, the pass to Joseph. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Launches a 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Sessions with it. He's got 8. Here's Hollins, and he gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 1. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away. And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. He'll take that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Fires from the wing. That's good on the jump shot. 20 points for Mr. Perfect. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Kings up. And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this one's going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed.
So it's San Antonio now to host the Denver Nuggets after this one.
A lot of attention on the Nuggets. Well, that Denver game really is interesting to watch.
On the floor for Sacramento, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Mr. Perfect out there with McLemore. And it's Gay in at the small forward.
Well, Ben McLemore seen as perhaps a steal when the Kings selected 7th overall in last year's draft. His rookie season was a colossal disappointment, defensively and offensively. He really struggled to contribute.
Good on the second free throw. And McLemore, an excellent shooter in one season that he had at Kansas.
And you combine that with his athleticism, Kevin, and he's got tremendous upside. That's why he was so highly regarded as a prospect.
Duncan. Back to Leonard. Beyond the arc. And that one's good.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Sacramento's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Screen by Cousins. Gay in the corner. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win and you hate to lose it.
After all this energy that both teams have expended, yeah, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one.
And that one's good. Here's Kane. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Here's Kane. There's the dish to McLemore. McLemore off the pick from Kane. Pocket 4. And it's Gay again. Misses. Spurs leading by 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Kane's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Mills. It's rebounded by McLemore. The Kings trailed by 3. It's Gay with the drive. And in off the glass. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
That's a big basket there, and you can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Mills with it. Now guarded by Kane. Duncan left side. Feeds to Leonard. Green dishes to Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Well, since we hit half number 2, it's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And repass it to Kane. And there's the feed to McLemore. Pass to Cousins. And McLemore kicks to Gay. Here's Kane. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Here's Green. Leonard dishes to Duncan. There's the bucket. Good. And now a 5-point San Antonio lead.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
The offensive rebound. Here's Kane. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Spurs leading by 5. Leonard, no luck. Rob. Passes it to Mills. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
The Kings making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Kane with it. Now Green defending. Here's Kane. And just miss after miss right now. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Green, no luck. Another shot. And Duncan with the layup. Duncan's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when you continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
No good from Cousins.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Mills passes to Green. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
The Kings trailed by 10. Here's Kane. In the corner, it's McLemore. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Now Mills. Green kicks to Splitter. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Leonard. Sacramento grabs the miss. Kane's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Takes the 13-footer, and he hits Makes the jump shot. And now just a 5-point Spurs lead.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Mills with it. Now guarded by Kane. Leonard dishes to Duncan. Stolen by Gay. Pulls it from the elbow. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Mills. He's guarded by Cousins. 6 to shoot. Gay against Leonard. Some solid defense from Gay.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kane. The Spurs have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. When foul called as he misses, he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. He's got 12 rebounds, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a great presence defensively. He's thrown off their rhythm on several occasions.
The Spurs making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Cousins with a screen on Parker. Game with it. Leonard picks him up. Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. Here's Kane. San Antonio with the rebound.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. That's an understatement.
They get the rebound. Parker with no one around, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Kings trailed by 5. Now the pass to Kane. Thompson a screen on Green. Dishes it to McLemore. McLemore off the pick from Kane. Kicks it out to Gay. Lead away. They grab their own miss. Cousins, the pass to McLemore. Here's Kane. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Pass to Parker. Parker left side. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Kane. Misses the slam off the fast break. Spurs leading by 5. Parker outside. Duncan with the screen for Parker. And the wide open shot for Green. That drops. It comes off an assist from Parker.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
The Kings trailed by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Screen by Cousins. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Gay passes to Kane. Here's Thompson. Duncan with some nice deep. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Green dishes to Parker. He feeds it to Splitter. It's Parker with the drive. That one goes. Parker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled when they're trailing by so much.
Cousins with a screen on Parker. Pass to Kane. Tries to snap the cold streak. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. The work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
Splitter kicks to Parker. Pulls it up. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McLemore with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Kane. McLemore, the pass to Kane. Cousins with a screen on Parker to the left side wing. Now here's McLemore outside.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Cousins playing well. He's got 12 rebounds. rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
Well, anytime they've needed him, he's come through defensively. He's made a major impact on this game.
Parker dishes to Duncan. In the corner, it's Splitter. It's rebounded by McLemore.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Cousins with a screen on Parker. Kane.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pit.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
It was a great pick, too. He may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him.
24 seconds left in the fourth. So they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Showing off a very smooth stroke at the free throw line right there.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than
Well, guys, I'm here with Tim.
Nice job out there tonight.
Thanks, man. I had a nice little matchup. I was able to make some things happen.
Too bad it was in a losing effort. Hate to waste a solid game.
I just got to do more, get better, make sure we come out on top next time.
I like where your mind's at. Let's break down some film after we shower. See where we can get back.
I'm with it.